Welcome all of you in online test series of digital electronics and logic design. So myself Professor Kolle AB and I'm working in computer engineering department in SMGCOE and RC EOLA. So as per the last lecture we have studied the basic concepts of digital electronics and some minimization techniques. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the different types of equation. So there are two types of equations are there. So one is SOP equation and other one is a POS equation. So SOP equation, it is sum of product form, and other one is a product of sum form. So we will explain or we will discuss these two types of equation by taking some examples. So let us come to the points and we will discuss on it on paper. There are two types of logical equation. One is SOP form and second one is POS form. So SOP form means what? It is sum of product, and POS means it is product of sum. Okay, so as we know that in last lecture we have seen that any boolean expression or logical expression can consist of different variables and the operators. So variable, suppose we will take the variable as a, b and c, and if we write the logical expression, for example, it is ab plus bc plus ac. Okay, so this is one of the example of boolean expression. So boolean expression means what? This equation consists of these variables a, b and c, and logical operation. This is what? The AND operation. This plus sign will indicate its AND operation. So this equation is called as a logic expression. Okay, so now this equation, if you look at towards this equation, in this equation there are the product terms. So this is what? A into b, this is product term. B into c, this is also a product term, and third product term is a into c. So this equation is in the form of sum of products. So here we have taken the sum of these product terms. So this equation is type of this first, means sum of product form. So this equation is in sum of product form. Suppose if we consider the another example, like suppose a plus b into b plus c into a plus c. Now if you look toward this equation, in this equation we have performed the addition of these two variables, and then the result of addition will be multiplied. So this equation, in this equation we have carried out the products. So here these are the products. Okay, means this equation is the form of product of sum. Here we have taken the product of the sum terms. So these terms are called as what? These are the, all these are sum terms, and here we have taken the product. So this is what? The product of sum. So this is what? The another, second type, product of sum. Now consider another one more example, like suppose a b c plus a c plus b c. Okay, so this is what? This is SOP form. Okay, so here these are the product terms. Okay, all these are what? These are the product terms, and here we have taken the addition, means it is addition means sum. Okay, so this is what? It is sum of the product terms. So this is example of SOP. Okay, again suppose a plus b into b plus c into a plus b plus c. Okay, if we look towards this equation, here these are the sum terms. All these are what? It is sum terms, and here we have taken the product of these sum terms. This is product. So this is what it is, example of POS equation. Okay, so these are the two types of equation. If anyone having the doubts related to these equations, you can ask me in the comment section. Now here I will give you some example. Suppose first example is A B C D plus AC plus BC D plus A B C. Okay, second example is A plus B into B plus C plus A into A plus C. Third, A plus C into A plus B plus C and A plus B. So these are the some examples, and you have to find out the type of these types of equations. So you will find or you will let me know the types of these equations in comment section below that below our video. Okay, so you need to find out the type of equation here. Now these two types of equation are available in standard form or in unstandard form. So let us first we will see the standard form. Standard form, or it is also called as a canonical form of equation. Okay, so suppose first we will take the example of standard SOP. So which equation is said to be a standard SOP? So those equation which consist of all the literals. Okay, so those equation which consist of all the literals or all the variables are present in equation in the form of complemented or uncomplemented. So that equation is said to be standard SOP equation. Okay, we will take some example and then again explain the same thing. So suppose consider the equation A B C plus A B bar C plus A bar B C. Now this equation is called as a standard SOP equation. Why it is called as a SOP? Because here the sum we have taken the sum of these three product terms. Here three product terms are there. This is first product term ABC, second product term AB bar C, and third product term is A bar BC. So now let us see what is meant by this standard SOP. Okay, as per the definition I have told that if this equation, in this equation, if each term, okay, so each term means what? This ABC, A B bar C, A bar BC. If each term consists of all the literals, okay, each term consists of all the literals in its complemented form or uncomplemented form. Okay, so that is called as a standard SOP. Now here we have three terms. This is first term, second term and third term. Now consider the first product term in this. Before recognizing the type of your equation, you have to find out the how many literals are there in your equation. So literal means what? It is inputs, or it is also called as a variables. So towards means by seeing this equation we can say that there are total three variables. So variables are A, B, C. So in this case the literals are A, B and C. So how many literals are there? So that is equal to 3 literals. So now consider the each product term. Suppose if you consider the first product term ABC, in this first product term all these 3 literals are present, A, B, C. Okay, in second term A, B bar C. Now in this case also all the literals are present, A, B and C, but just the difference is what? Here B complement is present. Okay, and as per the definition, we want either the original value of that variable or its complement. There is no issue. Okay, so here A, B bar, C means all the literals are present in complemented or uncomplemented form, so it is also a valid product term. And last term is A bar B C. Now in this case also we have total 3 variables are present. Okay, and maybe either these variables are in complemented form and uncomplemented form. There is no issue, so this is also valid product term. So according to the definition of standard SOP, all the product terms consist of all these 3 literals in complemented form or uncomplemented form. So that is what a standard SOP equation. Now suppose if we consider the second example, like suppose AB plus A B C bar plus AC plus A bar B bar C bar. Okay, so this is second example. Now we have to find out the type of this equation, means we have to find out either this equation is in standard form or in unstandard form. So first thing is that you need to find out the total number of literals present in your equation. So as per the equation given, we have total again here 3 variables A, B and C. So how many variables are there? Total 3. Now consider the each product term. So suppose this is first product term, second product term, third product term and fourth product term. So we will consider initially the first product term AB. Now in these product terms only 2 variables are present, A and B, and C is absent. Okay, so this is not a valid case. So this term is not valid because here the C variable is absent, and for standard form we need all the variables are present in each product term. So in this first product term the one literal is missing, so this is invalid case. Then consider the second term. Second term is A B C bar. Now in this case all 3 literals are present in complemented or uncomplemented form, so this is valid. Okay, then third, again in third case, in third product term again one literal is missing, means in this case A is present, B is present, sorry, A is present, C is present and B is absent, so this is a not valid product term. And in last fourth product term all the literals are present in uncomplemented or complemented form, so this is valid. Now for this equation we will say that each product term does not consist of all literals in complemented or uncomplemented form, so this is not standard form of SOP equation. Okay, are you getting this? Okay, if you are having any doubts, then again you can write into the comment section, or you can personally message to me on my WhatsApp number, so we will sort out the if any problems you have. Okay. Okay, next type is standard POS equation. Now the standard POS equation means what? In this type of equation all the sum terms, okay, listen, all the sum terms are consist of all the literals presents in complemented or uncomplemented form, then we will call that equation as a standard POS form. Okay, again I repeat once, if the sum terms in equations consist of all the literals present in complemented form or uncomplemented form, that time we will consider that equation as a standard POS equation. So suppose if we take the example of POS equation, POS means what? It is product of sum terms. So this is, suppose if we take the example like A plus B plus C, okay, then A plus B bar plus C bar, then A plus B bar plus C, then A bar plus B plus C. Okay, So this is what, this is the type of POS equation, because here we have taken the product. Okay, here what, the product of these sum terms, these are the sum terms. So here how many sum terms are there? This is first sum term, second sum term, third sum term and fourth sum term. Okay, so this is what, the POS equation. Now we have to find out either this equation is in standard form or in unstandard form. So for that purpose, first we need to find out the number of literals present in the equation. So in this equation, so how many maximum number of literals? So by looking towards this equation, we will write, we will say that there are total 3 literals. The literals are A, B, C. So how many literals are there in this equation? So there are total 3 literals are there. Okay, so now as per the definition of POS, as per the definition of POS, each sum term, okay, each sum term consists of all the literals in its complemented form and or in uncomplemented form. Then we can say that that equation is in standard POS form. Okay, okay, so consider the first term, which is A plus B plus C. So in these first sum terms, all the literals are present, means A is present, B is present and C is present, either in complemented form or uncomplemented form. Okay, so for this case all the literals are presented in uncomplemented form, so this is valid sum term. If you consider the second term, then it is A plus B bar plus C bar. Now in this second sum term also all the literals are present, means A is present, B is present and C is present. Only the difference is what, here the B's complement is present and C's complement is present. So there is no issue either the literals in complemented form or uncomplemented form. We need just all the literals. Okay, so this is also what, the valid sum term. For third sum term, here also the all literals are present, means A, B bar and C. So all literals are present means what, it is also what, a valid sum term. Then next is what, A bar plus B plus C. So here also all the literals are present, A present, B is present, C is present. So this is also valid sum term. So as per the definition, all the sum terms 1 2 3 4 consist of all the literals A, B, C, either complemented form or uncomplemented form. So this is what, a standard POS equation. So this is a standard POS equation. Okay, now consider the second example. So second example is like this. Suppose A plus B plus C bar into A plus B bar plus C bar into A plus B plus C, A plus B. Okay, so for the second example, here how many sum terms are there? So this is first sum term, second sum term, third and this is fourth. So first what we have to do, we have to find out the number of literals. So how many literals are there in this equation? So here also there are 3 literals. Okay, so there are 3 literals in this given equation. This equation is in POS form, yes. Okay, this equation is in POS form because it is the product of the sum terms. This is product of these 4 sum terms. So this is POS equation. Now we have to find out either it is in standard form or in unstandard form. So for that purpose, consider each sum terms. So first we will consider the first sum terms. It consists of all literals. A is present, B is present, C is present, A, B and C. Here C is present in uncomplemented form, but there is no issue. It's valid sum term. Second term is A plus B bar plus C bar. So this is what? This is also a valid sum term, because all the literals are present in complemented or uncomplemented form. So this is also valid. This third sum term is also valid because all literals are present. But in last case, okay, if you see in last sum term, there are only two variables are, or there are only two literals are present. A is present and B is present, but C is absent here. Okay, so this is not a valid sum term. This is not valid sum term. So this equation is not in standard form, or it is not in canonical form. Okay, it is sometimes also called as a canonical. So this is unstandard form of POS equation. Now let us consider some other example. Suppose first we will consider A, B, C plus A bar, B, C plus A, B. Okay. Second, X, Y plus XY bar plus X bar, Y bar. Okay. Third equation, suppose for example X, Y, Z, okay, plus X, Y plus X, Y bar, Z bar. Fourth equation, for example, suppose A plus B, okay, then A bar plus B, then A bar plus B bar. Fifth number equation is suppose A bar plus B plus C bar, then A plus B plus C, then A plus B. Okay, so now consider the first equation. We have to find out the type of equation, and we also find out the either the equation is in standard form or in unstandard form. So consider the first equation. The first equation is ABC plus A bar BC plus AB. Now this equation is what? It is SOP equation. Okay, why? Because here we have taken the sum of these three product terms. So this is SOP equation. Now we have to find out either it is standard form or unstandard form. So for that purpose we have to consider the all product terms. So how many product terms are there? 1, 2, 3. And how many maximum literals are there in equation? Here A, B, C. So maximum 3 literals are there in the first equation. Okay, so in order to make this equation as a standard form, we have all the literals present in each product term. Okay, so consider the first product term. Here the all three literals are present. Okay, no issue. For second product term, here all three literals are present in complemented or uncomplemented form. So this is also correct. But in last product term, one literal is missing. So this is not a valid product term. So this equation is in non-standard SOP equation. Consider the second example. Here which type of equation is this? Again it is SOP equation. Then we have to find out the type of equation, means either it is standard form or unstandard form. So for that purpose find out the total number of literals. So here how many literals are there? There are total 2 literals, X and Y. Okay, so maximum 2 literals. Now consider the each product term. So for first product term all literals are present, second product term also all literals are present, third one also all literals are present. So this is standard SOP form. Then for third equation, here how many maximum literals are there? Firstly this is find out the this is SOP or POS. So here the sum is taken for product term. So this is also a SOP equation. And then find out the standard or unstandard. So for that purpose there are total 3 literals X, Y and Z. So each term if each term consists of all 3 literals, then it is standard form. Here first term consists of all literals, here one literal is absent, so this is not valid, and third is valid. So here one product term is missing one literal, so it is non-standard. Now consider the next example. So for this example, first find out the type of equation. So here product is taken for the sum terms. Here this is what the product is taken for this sum term. So this is POS equation. Then find out either it is standard form or unstandard form. So now for that purpose consider all sum terms. So how many sum terms are there? 1, 2, 3. And then find out how many literals are there. So for this equation maximum 2 literals are there, A and B. So this first sum term consists of all literals, so this is valid sum term. Second term is also considered all literals, so this is also valid. Third one is also valid. So this is what standard POS equation. And for last example, here find out the type of equation. Here also this equation is POS equation because here product is taken for these 3 sum terms. Okay, and then find out the standardness or unstandardness of this POS equation. So for that purpose find out the maximum literals, total how many literals are there, A, B, C. So first term is consist of all literals, so this is valid, this is also valid, but this is not valid because one literal is missing, so this is non-standard form of POS equation. Okay, so this is all about we have seen till now. It is regarding to the type of equation. So in this today's lecture we have discussed about the standard, we have discussed about the either SOP equation and POS equations. Also we have seen the standard type of equation and unstandard type. Standard type is also known as a canonical form of equation. Okay, so today we will stop here, and in next lecture we will see how one type of equation can be converted into the other type. Means we can convert the SOP equation in POS form, and POS equation can be converted into the SOP form. So in next lecture we will see these topics, conversion of one form of equation into the other form. So today we will stop here. If you are having any doubts regarding to this topic, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can directly message onto my WhatsApp number. So we will solve your issues, or if your queries are there. Okay, if you like my video, then subscribe my channel, so whenever my new lecture is published on YouTube channel, so you will get the notified. Also share this lecture to with your friends. Okay, so thank you.